Hello again, Jason here with Face Shift Games. We're at the end of day one. I'm gonna send this out tomorrow morning, so it'll be at the beginning of day two of our mini campaign for Shipping Shenanigans. I really anticipate wanting to do daily updates for the next week or two. We want to keep this very active. We want to be engaged. We want you to be engaged. So we're gonna treat this like it's a mini Kickstarter of its own. So thank you so much to everyone who has chimed in, supported us, positive vibes, positive messages on Kickstarter, positive comments on YouTube. There's been an outpouring of support, which is always extremely humbling and awesome to see from this community. We love it so much. I just want to quickly address a couple questions that did come up, and kind of give you the stats of where we ended today with. It's not even the end of the day. For me, it's 7 o'clock at night. So, we've only been active for, maybe 10 hours or so, 12 hours, something like that. So this is still very new, and on the overnight, we're probably going to get much more, but I'll explain the stats in a second. Anyway, let me start with some questions that came up. Some people asked, when they checked out ordering the Shipping Shenanigans on our website, pre-ordering, pre-pledging, I called it, they saw that there was a flat shipping rate just below the tile for Shipping Shenanigans, and they said, why is there a shipping rate? That's for later, right? We don't have to pay shipping now. It's like, that was a standard message that's on our website all the time, because normally our website is just for purchasing physical stuff that you can buy now. So sorry for the confusion. I have removed that message about the flat rate shipping for the next week or two. I'll put it back later. But for now, I didn't want to confuse people into thinking you're paying for Shipping Shenanigans plus you're going to pay another flat rate shipping. No. Sorry for the confusion. It's just the $12.50 in the US for Shipping Shenanigans, or $15 in the European Union and UK. So that's it. The flat rate shipping has to do with other products that you're purchasing from our website. Sorry about the confusion there. Some people asked, what happens if we don't end up backing Drop Drive? Totally granted, right? We don't want to just assume that everyone is backing Drop Drive. We hope you will. We think most of you will, but by all means, some of you may not, and that's fine. And so if that ends up being the case, if you back us or support us now in buying Shipping Shenanigans, and then later decide that you're not going to participate in Drop Drive, all you got to do is ping us directly over support or private message, any of the channels. Let us know, and we'll work out with you. We'll just need you to pay for the shipping of the expansion, and then we'll ship it out to you individually. So this is not an obligation to back Drop Drive later. I think that the majority of people will be backing Drop Drive anyway. So that was the theory, was that this just gets rolled right in and then you save on the shipping. Okay. Hopefully that answers that question. Another question that came up, some people, maybe because they don't intend to back Drop Drive at all, and they already know that, they're not into science fiction or whatever. I don't know. I don't understand it myself, because why wouldn't you love science fiction? But whatever the case, some people wanted to know, if they're not going to back Drop Drive, can they just donate? Can they just give $5 to $10 now and not order the Shipping Shenanigans because they don't want the Drop Drive content? Again, totally fine. Like, we're not going to no, don't give us donations. Of course, we'll take your donations to help towards the shipping crisis. So we're going to add, by the time this video goes out on the website, we'll have added a $5 and a $10 option to contribute towards shipping, if you don't want the Shipping Shenanigans. So we'll add that to the website. Easy. What else? Some people chimed in and said, well, someone said it was kind of funny, like, it's interesting to see how much support there is for this expansion when we don't know anything about Drop Drive. And I'll agree. And it's awesome to see that level of support, and you don't know that much about Drop Drive. But if you feel like you're in the dark, I got to tell you, we have been putting a lot of content out there. So please Go to our YouTube channel. We have a link to it right at the bottom of our website. In our footer is a link to our YouTube channel. There's a whole bunch of live streams that Scott and I have been on, deep diving into all different aspects of the game and talking about all the cool things and the unique aspects of the game and how it's different from Dungeon Drop. So please do check that stuff out. We want you to know about Drop Drive. I didn't want to overly promote Drop Drive now because that's not the point of all of this. But I get that there's overlap and you maybe want to have more understanding of Drop Drive. So we're going to tell you more. You're going to start seeing over the updates over the next few days, I'll start to build in some promotional like imagery showing you more of the artwork from Drop Drive and starting to give you a glimpse into all the different pieces that go into it. So maybe there'll be something in this very update that you're seeing this video in. We'll see. I want to also start talking about some of the upcoming things that we have, like convention season coming up. GenCon in September, Essen in October, PAX Unplugged in December. We're signed up for all these. We have booths. We're looking forward to being there and finally being able to get face-to-face with our audience with these games. Believe it or not, we have not yet been face-to-face with our audience as Phase Shift Games with Dungeon Drop. Dungeon Drop has been at one convention, but it wasn't us as Phase Shift. It was us in collaboration with Game Right. And we went to PAX East in February of last year, right before COVID destroyed the universe. So anyway, we will be at all these conventions. We're going to have Phase Shift booths. It's going to be so awesome to finally be representing the brand and the game. Scott and Greg, the designers of Dungeon Drop, Drop Drive, and Tavern Tales, will actually, if all goes well, they'll be with me in Essen. And then I'll have other volunteers with me at GenCon. So we got some great stuff lined up. If you're going to any of these conventions, please stop by our booth. Please tell us that you're a proud backer. Please tell us that you supported us during all these crazy dark times. We have promo cards we'll be happy to give you. We just love to meet our fans face to face. And thank you personally from the bottom of our hearts for being there with us throughout all of this. Also, GenCon in particular, if you are going to GenCon, if you are interested, we are going to host we were going to call it a shifters night, like Phase Shifters, but we're actually going to now collaborate with two other publishers. So it's like a Northeasterners because they're all from the Northeast United States. We're all friends. So essentially, we're gonna pool together and buy out a local venue on Saturday night following GenCon. So after the con closes, we all go over to this other place. We're going to have unlimited pizza, unlimited wings, soda. There is craft beer on tap for purchase. There's going to be gaming. We're going to play our games and teach our games to people that want it. We're going to play our games with you. If you have a game that you just bought at GenCon, you want to play with us, maybe that's going to happen too. Basically, just an open gaming night at a great venue. We're going to buy out the place. There's going to be 16 people from a Magic the Gathering tournament. They have a small portion of the place, but the rest of it is ours, and then it's closed to the public. There's actually going to be some press there, which is really cool. It's just going to be a great evening. So I think the ticket price for that is going to be $25, and that's going to come with everything I just said, all the unlimited food, soda, salad, the whole 9 yards. And full evening of gaming. So the hottest night of GenCon, the night when you want a nice warm dinner, and it's the hardest night to find a place to eat that has availability. Hopefully this will be a nice thing to have. So again, $25 is the presumed ticket price. We'll get ticket registration online pretty soon for that, and we'd love to have a bunch of our fans who are going join us. And then again, two other publishers we're joining at the hip with, so they're going to be promoting to their audience as well. And all of us, all the publishers involved, are going to give a flat 25% discount for anything that we sell during the entire GenCon event to anyone that joins and purchases one of these tickets and joins us on that evening. So that is really wicked cool. All right, what else? Board Game Geek is going to be the place, just like last time, that we do all of the community ideas and submissions for the content that's going to be in Shipping Shenanigans. So we showed you glimpses of the Merchant Captain class and the monstrous mimic, huge monster. Well, we got to start putting some ideas, some abilities on those cards, and figure out what these guys are going to do. And by the way, I think we can really start to think beyond the thresholds of what we've thought historically. Like, for the base game, we always held back on some more advanced abilities, some more like cutthroat, effects, things that might be a little more in depth. We always held back on that because we wanted to keep the game at a certain level of simplicity and accessibility for the mass market. But this expansion pack, I mean, you're all here because you bought, and you backed Drop Too Deep. So you're more advanced players to begin with, right? You're interested in the hobby aspect of this. You're interested in expansion content. Maybe you got the 5-player expansion. Maybe you got some of the trials and tools and other mini expansions that we have. Like, you're in it for the deeper level of immersion. And so we can embrace that. This expansion pack that we're coming up with here doesn't need to be the simple effects. We can start thinking out of the box a little more creatively. So look forward to seeing what you all come up with, and we'll throw in some ideas of our own and see where that all lands. That'll all be set up on Board Game Geek, and by the time this video goes out, we'll have those links available, and we look forward to seeing all your submissions there. All right, I think that's it for tonight. I didn't want to make these too long, but I will give these frequent updates by video and Kickstarter update as well. And so the stats for day one, basically we landed at, where's my website? There we go. We have just over 300 units sold so far. On the overnight, after I go to bed tonight and then wake up tomorrow, there might be another 50 to another 100 or so. That might take us to just about 400 for day one. 400 sales of the pre-pledge for Shipping Shenanigans. So that's a really good day one. 400 people seeing the Kickstarter update only a few hours ago, jumping on board. It's just about 10% of the backers for the whole campaign on day one. And so we got to keep this going. That's definitely a great day one. It's definitely not the threshold we need to hit. We got to get to like 75%. That's what we want to get to approximately. And I have every confidence that we're gonna get not only people from this campaign yourselves, but we're probably gonna pull people who are just interested in our next game, Drop Drive, and this is content that they can get for Drop Drive. So they might just be interested in helping out now in the interest of joining the campaign later. So anyway, more to come, and thank you so much for the tremendous support and all the positive reactions that we've gotten. Means the world to us. More to come. Thanks so much. Have a good night or good day, and bye-bye. We'll see you.